Saturday, July 25th, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship comes back home to Philly with a wild night of bare knuckle brawls, passionate fans, and non-stop action. In the main event, combat sports vet Dustin the Disciple Peg fights the undefeated Ryan Peterson. The co-main event, straight savage female fisticuffs. Rosa Venom Rodriguez takes on Gabrielle Roman. Plus, don't miss the return of South Philly's favorite son, Johnny Cannoli. Watch it live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com. That's bkfc.com.
We are back live from Satellite 5. Glad you're hanging with us. It's Brian Soscia and the boys in the booth. We're going to talk to them in a minute. It was a great fight week, and we have more good stuff coming up. So much jam-packed as always on today's show. President founder David Feldman, he's going to join us after a highly successful... I forgot that's the graphic you have now for him. That was him in Texas. After a highly successful weekend, to recap and see what's ahead. You know, everywhere we go, we had in Italy drinking his wine. We got to get a special shot with him everywhere we go so we can put it up here. We'll have some great behind-the-scenes content. The bare knuckle cameras were rolling in Hollywood, Florida. There it is. The Fireflies are out. Look at that. Sold out. Not a seat to be had. A loud crowd. We're going to unpack a lot of that today. But let's check in with the boys in the booth, man, as always. How you guys doing? Huge week for us in Florida. Everything from the championship summit to the weigh-in show to the big fight. I mean, it was successful.
Sure was. A lot of viral moments starting at that press conference.
Oh, my God, big time. And, you know, I also noticed, and we were talking about this earlier before we went on the air, this is the most that I've seen in Hollywood, Florida, which is our home away from home, as Sean Wheelock always says. Like, interest. We always get a lot of interest, but walking around the casino, the Hard Rock, you just heard everybody. It seemed to be on their minds talking about it, and there was people getting turned away because it was so sold out they couldn't get in.
No, you got to buy them sooner than that.
That's what happens. I mean, as we continue to climb, right? That's the thing. You're used to, I'll just walk up and grab a ticket. If you're a hardcore fan, you think you can do that, but I don't know, man. That was the whole top was open. That was crazy.
As I was making my walk to the arena, there was a bunch of people wearing bare knuckle shirts walking around. I love seeing that.
Me too. It's like, all right, you know, it's just good. They're down with you. I love it. So it was gigantic for us. Getting home wasn't as easy. Maybe for you, I don't know. We got flights canceled in the middle of the night, the Philly boys, so we all rebooked. I was drunk by myself on the plane. I usually can have fun with you guys.
We missed you on the flight.
I just started making fun of the guy next to me. He didn't take it like you guys did. He didn't seem to like it. He just shut me off. Anyway, so we all got home safe and sound. There was something I wanted to point out that I noticed during the show, Evan, and I don't know if you saw this, but Broken Brandon. Broken Brandon, I'm just curious. Let's just roll the clip. I'm wondering what the hell he's doing here. Watch. It's kind of perverse. He's got his camera. What's he filming? Let's see. Why is he filming a bombshell? Why is he? Is that for personal? Why would you do that?
What a dirty dog.
Look at that.
Wow. Look at that.
There's the McDonald's arch. Right?
I liked how you...
Look at him. He's zooming in.
I liked how you had the arena boo us. That was very
Do we have that clip? Can we show that now? Or no? Is that out of order?
There's a clip? Oh, God.
There's a clip. Yeah. I was messing around with these guys, and I need to kill some time, so I went over to plug the podcast. They weren't ready for it. Here you go.
Behind the camera, so I won't embarrass them. Hey, Hollywood, will you help me embarrass them? Oh, my kind of people. Broken Brandon, corporate Evan. We don't cheer for them, we boo them. Let me hear you. Boo. I made you guys heels, see? We're wonderful.
Very presidential in my suit.
It's a great show.
The music was so loud it was harder to hear probably on headphones, but there was some
I don't
smattering.
look too
of
bad
boos.
in a suit.
Yeah, you look great, but
you.
they were still booing you. I don't think they were booing your suit. You know,
I think they were booing Brandon.
I think they were booing the way I said your name. I think I said it was mangled. I was like corporate. I think it makes sense.
Nobody likes the corporate guys.
Nah, I know. They had me going for 20 minutes. Was that the 20-minute break, Brandon? I forget.
Yeah, I think so. Because you were like,
Is that when the prelim ended early?
It did before he started recording that. You were like, screw it, I have some time. Let me make fun of these guys. Like that's what you said.
I literally got net. I'm gonna cut this off in
I
a
was
second.
waiting for my happy birthday sing.
Oh my God! It was your birthday.
that.
Was it that night?
Yeah.
Damn it! Happy birthday to you. Come on, Brandon, join in, please.
Oh, you don't
happy birthday
it's
to
over,
you.
yeah.
Drop happy birthday. Big 3-0. No, it's never over. It's birthday week.
Big 3-0.
4-0, 3-0. What are you? You're 3-0, right?
30.
Okay.
3-0.
40. Get out of here.
30's neat.
BKFC years.
Yeah, it's like dog years, right?
30.
Happy birthday, Evan. Drop it in the comments, man. He'll love to see it. Give him a birthday wish. In the comments, you can say what you wish for Evan this year. Let us know. Maybe we'll read them back. It gives some fun stuff, I think.
Somebody said the next James Bond, and that was my my big movie growing up. I'm a big James Bond guy.
Yeah, you did tell me that before. I
used to go to preschool in a suit, actually.
I think your mother told me that.
Did she?
Yeah, I think
Stay away from my mom.
Happy birthday, Lord Evan, they're saying.
Thank you, guys.
All right, so I did see some people in the chat. I like to mention they're the first ones in. Little Ben, Quailman, Lori Stewart, Brayar, Anthony Yost, Gator Wrestler, SNC, Davrin, and Matt Guyman. We're all here very early. I see other people have joined in. We appreciate it. Josh Jams, that's our DJ. How's he doing? They're all here. So all this stuff to get into today after this huge weekend. Let's do the mailbag first because there's some interesting stuff in here.
Oh, I'm not
Sorry.
ready. Okay, now
It's time for mail call.
All right, we're getting tons of emails. You can send them in the bareknuckleshow@gmail.com, and they still come in sometimes during the show. I'll give you a hint. During the show or right before the show, it's kind of harder to show them, but I'm just reading. Bless you. I'm just reading this because it's nothing to show. It's something they're saying. They must have seen the graphic online, the Jaws graphic. What's up with the Jaws graphic? We love it. Love Jaws. It's the 50th anniversary of Jaws, and it's Shark Week. That's why we did the Jaws graphic.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
You're gonna need a bigger boat. You're a big Jaws fan, Brandon, right? Yeah, great movie. He's a huge fan of that. We were talking about it earlier. 50th anniversary. You know, Jaws was only in the movie, the first movie, for like 4 minutes.
Yes. Yes, that is a movie fun fact because of, one, the budget, and two, the design of the shark at the beginning of filming wasn't that great, so they needed more time to make it look better. Mm-hmm. And so that's why that they don't show the shark, but it actually turned out to make the movie better because it made it more scary.
Yeah,
because you don't see this thing until the end. The big reveal of
100%, and that's why they attached the barrels to it to make it like so you could see them floating. When it was, dude, what a great movie. Anyway,
I just watched that the other day.
Did you?
Yeah.
It's still. I haven't watched it in years, probably 5-10 years. Does it still hold up though? I mean,
yeah, it's great.
I don't think the effects need to be good. I think it's
one of those timeless movies. Yeah, and because of that, because they don't go overboard showing the shark and stuff, and like back then the what do you call it, the prosthetics or the animatronics weren't that great, so it holds up. It
doesn't even matter, like you're saying. Kai Stewart in the chat here, he's saying it's Shark Week. Kai Stewart, a big fisherman, catches a shark. Somebody show me, who was it? Was it Tierney? I'm saying the wrong person. Somebody called a shark when we were down there because they showed me a picture of it, a big one. I don't remember who it was. Anyway, back to mail call. I just had to mention that because that just came in. I see a couple other things. If you send it in within the last hour or so, we'll try to get it on next week because we're packed this week. Let's see. The first one. This is, subject, problem with Perdomo. Ooh, Jake. Jake says, I was the guy last week that sent you an email asking if Perdomo was the best heavyweight in BKFC history. I remember you, Jake. We talked about that. After watching him fight Adams, I still don't know. I think he has insane potential, and it was very exciting, but it didn't prove what I thought it would. I wasn't happy with the finish. How can Perdomo be happy with it? I'm not saying Adams was robbed, but I am saying that Perdomo shouldn't wear this win with pride. Thoughts? Before, I think we have a clip queued up of what he's talking about here, but before we get to that, Evan, are your any thoughts on that? I think I know what he's referring to.
The win?
Yeah.
I think from what Adams was saying, and I don't know this is just what he was saying, is that there was an issue with the count, and that even, I guess, because Perdomo was like, he wasn't in a neutral corner. He was kind of like circling him, so Sam Burgos was kind of dealing with that. And usually the count
stops, right?
Yeah, if he's not in the neutral corner, and the timekeeper was still counting, and Sam picked it up at like 6 or 7. So what's in Adams' eyes, he only got like 3 seconds.
Yeah. Adams a guy that likes to, for lack of a better term, work the count.
Well, he's an experienced
he'll get up at 9.
boxer, so he'll take the time he needs. So, but he was down for, I guess, 8+ seconds.
Yeah.
But I guess maybe he was expecting to have that extra time since he wasn't in his corner. So I don't know what the rule is on that.
Yeah,
What's the official rule? I don't know. And then I heard Sam Burgos was counting in Spanish. I don't know if that's...
I'd heard that too. Is that true?
I don't know. I mean, he's mic'd up.
Let's see if we can pick it up.
Probably isolate.
Yeah, if we can do that. But let's watch and see what this guy's talking about, Jake. All right. And just see what happened.
After 5 minutes to recover. He took less than 2 minutes. Right back to it. On a official as our clock Florida keeps the official.
I think he picked it up at 8, Evan, if I'm thinking correctly.
Swings right back. Down goes Arnold.
Now there's Perdomo running around, which, look, I love showmanship, but, you know, now the ref's got to take his mind off it.
Oh, jeez. He's done.
Wow. Look, he looks fine.
Short counted, and Leonardo Perdomo now 8-0 with 8 first-round finishes in BKFC.
Yeah, I mean,
Man.
I kind of feel like that count was botched. Like,
No, let's put this out there. I mean, I talked to an official yesterday, not purposely, obviously, but it's you got to remember these guys have a lot going on, and if Perdomo's going to start running around like that, the ref has to put him in the neutral corner, which then to me, if I'm seeing things correctly, that's Perdomo having to be pushed back, right? Yeah. And then when Perdomo, look, here he comes, right, live on TV.
what do you think? We're talking about.
You want to sit down and join in?
Yeah, we're talking about the Perdomo knockdown and how the count was kind of weird.
Some guy wrote in about it. He said that I'll kind of prep you up. He said that he wrote in last week about Perdomo being the best heavyweight he thinks in BKFC history. That's his prediction. And now Jake is saying that he still believes he's very good, but he doesn't think that fight proved what it should have, and he was concerned about the count. So we're just kind of talking about that right now. And like I said, we just watched the clip. We saw what happened. Kind of walked in the middle of this. Do you want to talk about it? You want to watch it again?
Can we watch it?
Yeah, here, cue it. Okay, give us a sec.
Do you want me to read the email to you, or are you good?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Just let me see it because I've heard about it a little bit.
All right. A little bit.
Keeps the official time. Bill swings right back. Looking to counter. Down goes Arnold Adams. That is a clean knockdown.
Didn't even see that punch. How hurt is he? Oh, jeez. He's done.
That was 10. Definitely 10.
But I think what this guy's arguing in the email, Dave.
But here's what should have happened.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you what should have happened. That was 10.
Yeah.
Maybe 9.5.
Yeah.
Depending on how fast or how slow you count.
Okay.
So I just did it. This first time I saw it like
I saw you
that.
count
and
with
I
your
did
fingers
it.
over
I was
there.
doing it, and I was doing it the way they do it. They go like this: 1,
And I saw you doing it.
2. They're not like 1, 2. They're like 1, 2. I mean, I've been doing this my whole life, so just so you guys see it. 1, 2, 3. Like that's how they do it.
Yeah.
But I believe what the referee was supposed to do is because Perdomo was running around the ring, he was supposed to stop the count.
Yeah.
Get Perdomo to the neutral corner, and then resume the count.
Yeah.
The count doesn't continue while he's doing that.
So-
because Perdomo was actually performing a foul then.
Yeah.
So he should have went to the opposite corner, and then they should have paused it and resumed it.
So the count
Would that
should
be
have.
overturned then? Is that something that Adams has grounds to stand on? That
I mean, it's possible. It is possible.
We'll keep you updated on what
I
happens
told
with that.
I told him, I said, look, appeal it, and look what happened, man. So listen, a lot of people shit on the Florida State Athletic Commission. They do, and sometimes there's bad calls down there because it's going so fast. But let me tell you, I love G. He's my guy.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that next. That's funny you bring that up.
But I love him. Like I love him. Like he's a really good person. He's
So do
been
I.
through a rough fucking life, and he's a good dude.
Wonderful
and I
guy.
love the guy. But that was the right call.
It
The
was.
right call was to make Andrew Strode the champion. That was the right call, and I'm glad that Florida State stood up and made that call. That was the right call.
I agree. I feel the same way about G. I think the whole staff does. You travel with the guy, you see him all the time. And look, I like Strode too. Strode's a great guy. But
Yep.
his ear was like hanging off. Like that ear. Was
Absolutely.
up.
Thank
And
God
look,
that fight got
Strode was fighting good.
Yeah.
G looked really sharp. He actually looked sharper than I thought he was going
Me
to look.
too.
Like he looked really, really sharp. And look, a rematch.
Is that
There
what
you
you're
go.
gonna do it? Do you do Strode versus Dotson, winner, and then G's up against whoever wins, or do you
Other way
do you
around.
do a rematch for an interim?
I want to see. I kind of want to see.
I
the
don't
rematch.
know if you do a rematch for an interim because so what happened is Dotson had a hiatus because he was fighting in Ryzen. And I explained this at the post-fight press conference. We don't let fighters fight outside the promotion ever. If you do, you lose your title. Dotson was different because we went into that with the agreement with Ryzen that he could still fight at Ryzen. So we already knew that was happening, and that's why we didn't take the title from Dotson. So now Dotson's back in the mix. It doesn't make sense for an interim. So if they do a rematch, it won't be for the interim. It just won't be. It'll be a rematch to see. It'll be an eliminator. It won't be a interim.
Do you think it makes more sense then, Strode versus Dotson, and then give G some time to heal up, and then in 8 months or whatever, they
Yeah, when does an ear heal? I didn't even thought of that.
I don't know, but Doc said to me that if that piece of that ear fell off, it would never, like, there was no way of reattaching.
Hey, we
it.
saw
It
it. I hate to say it, but I'm gonna go. We saw it in pro wrestling. Mick Foley got his ear ripped off. They couldn't put it back on.
Yep.
It doesn't come back on. So
And G's already not that good looking. Nah, I'm kidding, G.
we love you, G, and we love Strode too, and any warrior that steps in there. But again, I agree with you because I'm like, what? No contest.
Yeah,
so I'm glad they were.
I don't know. We're gonna figure that out, Evan. We'll figure out what we're doing next with that.
All right, sweet. So,
But Perdomo, listen, I'm having a talk with his team. He's a star in the making right now, but he needs to actually calm down a little bit.
yeah, and the hard thing is for me, Dave, I love, like I said, when he's running around the ring, tapping him on the shoulder during the break. I know it's not right, but I love that kind of shit. But I see where you can't
it's
do
funny.
that.
I don't know if you saw when they had the little altercation in the
Yes, the little
ring,
one, yes.
and I had Perdomo. I grabbed him and put him into the corner. And I was like this, oh man, if this motherfucker hits me. Like I literally said it. I'm like, and I never say that. I'm like, if this motherfucker hits me, I got a problem right now.
But let me tell you, you know me, I love jumping in the melee and helping you out. Not fighting, but helping the separation. I was thinking, I was next to Junior. I'm like, should I go in there? And I probably don't need to go in there. I got a can that rolled out and stayed on the outside.
Listen, man, I like Arnold Adams. I don't know if you guys think he deserves a rematch right now. I don't know what you guys think about that. But, I like him. But, I thought Perdomo was dominating him.
No, that's somebody said that here in the comments section. They're saying that Perdomo still would have won the fight. That's their prediction.
All right.
So he was, but I mean, if you
here's what I wanted to see in that fight. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Go ahead.
I wanted to see what happens when Perdomo gets hit, and he got hit, and he kept going.
Nothing happened.
I wanted to see that. That was like that's the big test. Like you can have a fucking animal. Look, like you got guys hitting the bag, and you're like, holy shit, that guy's unbelievable.
Yep.
And you're like, yeah, he didn't get hit in his mouth. Perdomo got cracked by Arnold Adams and kept coming forward.
Yeah, man, that was like I would have liked to see the fight go longer just because it was fun to watch. You know, like
man.
that the coming
It
forward.
was. It was.
So, well, whatever happens. But as for right now, Perdomo's still not letting anybody, including a former 2-time BKFC champion, out of the first round. We're going to see what's next for him. I'm excited to see what's next for him.
Who do the fans want to see him fight next?
Let us know in the chat who you want to see. I mean, he was calling out Big Ben. I don't know if we're good. Big Ben, not yet. I don't think.
No, I think that was a good start to that.
To the
That
road.
was a good start to
The
it.
road.
It was a good start to the story behind it.
Yeah, I agree.
Now let's keep creating that story. He's now 8-0, 8 first-round knockouts, right?
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
I mean, they're all. I think there's a stat in time too. They're all really quick. It's not like they don't. I don't. Maybe it's like not over a minute or something.
No, he hasn't. He hasn't fought 8 minutes yet.
It's something like that. Yeah,
Nick
that's
Terrell
crazy.
would take that fight.
Who?
Nick Terrell, another former champion.
Yeah, definitely. If that meant it was the eliminator, he would have to take it. Mick's probably going to fight August 30th in Belgrade, where we're doing this fight in Belgrade on August 30th. We just got everything finalized. And I think he's going to have his comeback fight there. And then if he wins that, I mean, that actually makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Or you got a guy like Aggie Faulkner, who's kind of been out of the mix, who is the European heavyweight champion.
Evan's booking fights.
So you guys talk about the summit or anything yet?
We just started. We're waiting for you.
warmed
So
up.
I'll tell you this though about the summit. We can get that in a second. The championship summit. What I kept saying to these guys and everybody all week, I always like the UK guys. They're always cool. Every guy, they were like a wolf pack. They're like,
Yeah, but let me tell you something about
they
the
had a
UK
great
guys.
time.
So the UK guys talk shit online. They do because they're actually alienated a little bit, right?
What are we
We're
watching?
just looking at Big Ben yelling at.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, get back as you were.
They're actually
ADD.
they're alienated a little bit from us, right? Like we don't.
Yeah.
Like they're almost separate in
Yeah.
a way. So they talk shit on us a little bit, and it makes sense. But let me tell you something. The most thankful, appreciative, respectful group of people that I ever met that came to that. I mean, on every single one of them was like, thank you so much for including me in this. It was unbelievable. It's a pleasure to have met all of them in person, and I can't wait to actually put them in the real mix of the whole entire BKFC world, competition.
Yeah,
if you
dude, I
will.
felt the same way. I mean, every time I saw them, they were happy to be there. They're going on little adventures. They were having a blast. These are the kind of guys you want fighting for you. They're happy. They're pumped to be part of the organization. It made me feel good to work here as well. It kind of was contagious.
Did you see his phone got stuck?
Yeah, that was going to be. Someone sent that in the mailbag, but we can show that now.
Yeah.
Did you see this?
I saw some of it, but I didn't see. Did they actually go to the guy's
Look,
house?
yeah, look here it is. Watch, and you can tell it's got to be like a grower's house or something. Watch when they walk in.
This is what's going to be turning up at the door.
Taste it. He's going to taste it.
Let's go.
He's fucking getting it.
On the way now for the phone.
Some young getting here, like.
What are you going to do when you see this phone?
Oh, he's getting it.
Imagine having a group of bare knuckle fighters show up at your fucking house.
Could have
Bro,
gone really south.
look how brave. Watch how brave they are. They walk in. Look like nothing from the gate. This same thing happened to me, and I took G with me. I was scared shitless. Look at all the cars here. Tell me something illegal's not going on back here.
What have you got there?
I've got my phone, man.
Show there. Whee!
Lou Fuse, thank you for catching that, man. We love Fuse. Now, similar to me in Florida, I don't know if you remember, that happened too. It was me, G, Cutman Eddie, and Eddie's son had to go track down my phone.
I don't think that you walked into the house quite like that.
Bro, it was, I was in, wherever I was sent, when I was sent, they told me, you can't go down there by yourself. I was going to go knock on the guy's door. It was gated. G's like, oh, this is a grow house. I guarantee it. Yo, they had a dog jumped on me. Those guys, I would have never gone behind that gate. That guy could have a gun. They're crazy. I love the UK guys.
That's funny, man.
All right, I love it.
That was great.
Thanks for catching that. All right, so the UK guys were great. The card was successful. What I wanted to do with you, I mean, maybe later on we'll get back to the mailbag, but I got some questions for you, Dave. As we were just kind of starting to talk about, great weekend for the company.
Yep.
Awesome weekend
Amazing.
for the company.
Amazing.
Championship Summit. I think, and I said this yesterday to you, I think this is something maybe we need to do once a year now. The Championship Summit needs to be part of an event.
It
once
will
a year.
be. Absolutely. 100%.
You were going to definite?
100%.
Breaking news. Go ahead, hit it. Sorry, Evan.
So I'm in fucking text.
Evan was looking at porn.
I was.
There you go. Breaking news. Championship Summit going to happen at least once a year. I said at least because I'd like it more. But
Nah, it'll be once a year. I think it overdoes it. I think once a year is perfect.
Gotta make it
man.
special.
It's perfect.
I was so pumped up watching that. Like I'm there working. I'm like, whoa, everything being said. You're up there. And you have to keep some decorum because you're David Feldman. But I don't have to keep any decorum. Nobody's seeing me. I'm like, holy shit, this is great. How did you feel up there? And then, I mean, did you have to kind of keep it in a little bit? Like, 'cause it was awesome.
It was amazing, man. I loved it. I mean, I loved being there. I thought, listen, man, Connor, which is like Mike Perry, you know, when he got up and talked a little bit of shit to Connor, you know, I loved the face off with you. And no one prepared Connor for that. He didn't know Mike Perry was going to do that. I mean, just the timing on the guy, it's unbelievable, man. How much shit he can talk so fast.
Yeah.
It's amazing. But I mean,
You'll dance for me, boy. Do you have audio? I want to hear him say it.
Michael Perry, the return of Platinum.
A little bit.
Over the left.
And I'd love to face off against him anytime. Anytime we're looking for the action.
Yeah, you're welcome back because I welcomed you back. October 11th is your date, and you'll dance for me, boy. You'll dance for the owner, and then we can talk. But your date is October 11th. Michael Perry, the return of Platinum. And we've got some hell of an announcement for an opponent for you. One of the baddest men to ever grace the Ultimate Fighting Championship. But it comes to bare knuckle, and he's going to throw down with you in front of me for my viewing pleasure. And then I'll decide if you're worthy.
I love it. Dude, so I love Perry too. Those guys were gold again, but you'll dance for me, boy. And then he's like, I'll see if you're worth it.
It's just
that was
unbelievable.
awesome.
The shit he says is unbelievable.
So you're up there watching all that, right?
Right.
And you're part of it. So you're kind of keeping your cool, you're watching. But what do you think was one of your favorite parts of that summit? I mean, if you go back, a lot was happening.
So I had a favorite part that was actually the most disgusting part.
I did too.
It
I
was
think we
a
all
favorite
did.
part. Like it was
We all
a
did.
great line,
It was
but I
horrible.
thought it was disgusting. But
Yeah.
it was a good line.
We all know.
That was part of my favorite part right there. I think making the announcements. I mean, for me personally, doing the equity announcement was was special to me, and I hope it was special to the guys I'm giving it to.
Mm-hmm.
But that was a great announcement. Just really, when I walked in and got introduced and saw all those cameras and all the people there, I didn't know how many people were there. It was a lot
cool.
of media there. It was amazing.
It was everybody. It was just not even the media, just fans. They were all pumped up with the punch machine in the back.
Yeah,
People
man.
were cracking the
It was
punch
great.
machine.
It was
and
fucking
then
great.
The other thing is, I'm looking here. Connor Brumtown Bomber Tierney's in the chat.
He was so. The reason why I said it about the UK guys, he was so respectful.
Yep.
Like I mean, and so appreciative. And now he needs to be in the mix for the world championship.
Somebody wrote, "Your head looks pregnant" is an all-time classic. I think Connor, you yelled that. So I heard that in the thing. I remember hearing that because I laughed at it. But Tierney, that guy, great trash talker, as nice as he is too. He was great up there. And he says, well, if we're doing it once a year, I guess I'll be seeing you at the championship summit next year. I love that. I love the
There
confidence.
you go. Absolutely.
What about as far as the sold out event? Let's talk about that a little bit. I know you mentioned it on the broadcast. I think you did. I know you mentioned it at the post fight. Sold out show, not a seat for an ass to be had. They were all gone. Is that correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the first time we've sold out, but I feel like this.
Here's what it goes. We do the floor, the lower level, the mid level. We always sell that out. Right. We do the upper level. We usually open up the mid 3 sections, right? And we've sold that out before, and that became the first record that we broke. And this time we opened up the whole entire 3rd level, and we sold every single seat in the house. And probably at that point could have sold another 2,000 seats.
Yeah, because that's what we were talking about earlier. Everyone in the casino was talking about it. You're walking around, people wearing the gear, the shirts, how cool that is.
So that's 7,000, right?
Think about that.
On this card, which listen, great card. This was one of our, I don't even want to say it, but this was great card for us here at the Hard Rock. It was a great card for us. Imagine having some big names on that. We can take that down to a 15, 16,000 seat arena like that.
It's pretty incredible.
Like that there in Miami. It was amazing.
I'm telling you, I'd like to see the number of people, if we could, I know it won't be able to be seen, but that were turned away, because I was talking to the box office and I was talking to some other people, and they had to turn people away. And
Well,
this is,
usually after the doors open, like I keep checking the map, and then there was a bunch of blue marks up top. But this time, before the doors even opened, there was like sporadically like 10 single tickets left. It was crazy.
that's a crazy number to see. Like, I mean, we've seen it happen, but like,
I actually have it.
Oh, you have the numbers?
No, I had the map. I took a picture of it.
Yeah. Well, home away from home, they always treat us well in Hollywood, but excuse me, this time especially, and the crowd was in it, man. The crowd was loud. I think it not only obviously the most people, but the most responsive crowd.
I'm usually not like this, but I'm just going to do it anyway, so fuck it.
I always like when he does stuff like this. What do you got?
See,
Can you zoom in on that or something? I don't know if it'll work. I hope you get a weird text right now.
You can't say it.
It's all blown out.
Can't say it.
It's all white. Hold on. Everyone's going to fix it. He's good at this stuff. There. He fixed it.
Okay. That's PFL for next Thursday.
Oh, wow. Where are they at?
Hard Rock.
I thought so. Well, hey, look.
Hold on.
I just say, I mean, we want to see all fighting organizations succeed, obviously, because we want people to make money, but that's rough, man. I hope they're...
This is BKFC on... Oh, let me
He's trying to figure it out. But I think what he's showing us as they're getting it together here is that, again, I'm not speaking for Dave. Dave, shut me up if you need me to, but it's not the dog PFL. I wish them great luck, but we're just showing you the difference, and we're very proud of what we did. I hope they can do the same. I hope somebody else can come in there and do the same. I don't see it happening. I hope they can, though.
No, I don't.
I do, because it's more competition that will light us more. They're not going to do it. Look at Dave. I don't.
Go in there.
I'm trying to take the up route here, Dave.
That was 5 p.m. Thursday night. I mean Saturday night, 5 p.m.
Wow, that's beautiful. Wow.
That was a nice picture, man. It's great. And listen, I don't talk shit. I'm talking shit because
I was trying not to make it talk shit.
Because that guy talks shit on us.
Oh, okay, let's screw him. I hope he fails.
He said there's only 2 MMA companies or combat sports companies in the world that mean anything, PFL and UFC. Like, so.
Wow. So that makes sense now. Okay.
Yeah,
Here,
that's why
I'm trying to
I would never do that. I'm very humble. I would never do that.
I was trying to do Dave damage control. I understand now. Well,
Absolutely.
I'm going to look at the camera now and say, if you talk shit on us, I hope we beat you into the ground.
Well, I did get a message from him, and he said that he was watching he said our press conference was incredible.
Good. Okay. We like you. I like you again halfway now.
I do like him. No, I like him.
Well,
anyway, go ahead.
Wish him luck, but I think we're steering our own course, so we don't have to worry about them. But that was cool to show us. Thank you for that. Also, let's talk about. We talked about some of the controversies at the event. The big announcements at the presser, you talked about them. Fighter equity, in my estimation, and I want to make sure I'm correct on this, you've been around fighting your whole life. That's unprecedented. That's never been done that I've seen. I know we've talked about it. I think
someone attempted it, a smaller company attempted it, but, or they might even be doing it. But, you know, and I did say I think it's the first time it's ever done. I didn't care about the first time it was ever done. I just cared about making sure these guys were taken care of. Like, it didn't matter to me. It might have been done before, honestly. I don't know. I don't know if it's been done. Tito Ortiz told me that it has been done before.
Well, good. Then you can do it again.
So maybe it's been done, but we did it again, and we're doing it big and grand, and we're going to take care of these guys.
Do you think this is something that over time other organizations see us doing, and it becomes almost like a bargaining chip for them to do something similar to help the fighters?
I was watching the comments, and a lot of the comments were like, "You're going to go bankrupt, bad business decision, awful." What are they giving them? 0.005% of the company. Well, I'm giving them more than your boss is giving you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's not a bad business decision. Let me explain why. I'm incentivizing these guys by performing hard, by fighting their ass off and being loyal to the company. And what that's going to do is that's going to grow a fan base and make the company bigger.
I agree.
So that's going to make the company bigger. I want to reward them for making the company bigger, and then they're going to tell more people about it, and it's just going to get bigger. So as it gets bigger, it becomes better for everybody. It's
Everybody
not
wins.
just for them. Listen, and it was just because, honestly, I want to give to people. It was because of that. It wasn't because of anything. But it's a win-win.
Yeah.
It's a win-win because they're going to make it bigger, so everybody's going to cash out bigger. It's going to be a big thing for everybody. But at the end of the day, is like I said, they can make it the minimum right under 100,000, and at the maximum that I see, I know I said 2.8 million, but I really see it being around 2 million is the maximum that they're going to be able to cash out with if they have, a lot. It has to be a lot of title defenses, but I mean. That's how you earn your equity.
And that we've seen it happen before, so it can happen.
Absolutely.
The other thing is, I mean, as far as the fighter equity, you look, again, you've been doing this in boxing your whole life before Bare Knuckle. I've been around combat sports for a good while now, on and off. And to me, I've met so many. It's cool to meet them, these former boxing, I'm not going to say names, but former boxing superstars. They were gods. This isn't just boxing, it's wrestling and everything else. And you get to meet them finally at the tail end of their career at some like club show. They were like selling out MSG and in Vegas, and now you get to shake their hand, but you kind of like walk away feeling a little bad because they have nothing. There's one guy, and I don't want to say his name, that I watched pull up in his maybe Jaguar, I think it was, that had like he was like a former world champion, duct taped up and stuff. These guys shouldn't live like this. I know Jag's an expensive car, but it was an old one, and it was outdated.
It was awful. Listen,
and he doesn't have any money.
At one of my boxing shows I did at Harris Casino, Riddick Bowe was in the back selling his book just to make money to live. Like, if this was done for them, they would be set, right? Like basketball does it because, Allen Iverson's going to get taken care of again. And, he went broke, and now he's going to get taken care of again. I just think it's something that you should do because I say it like this, Brian. Like, if we sell it, like, let's say we sell the company for, I don't know, $1 billion or $2 billion in the years to come, and it grows that big, and we're able to sell it and cash out, right? For me personally, does it matter if I end up with, I don't know, 300 million, 400 million, 250 million, 150 million? Does it even fucking matter?
No. It's more than you thought you'd have anyway.
But if we can give that to help and change all their lives, that's what matters. Because how much are you going to fucking spend? And how greedy are you? If you can change 50 people's lives by giving them $1 million each,
and you change your own life
on
in the
the
process,
exit,
it's great.
And I'm still getting 100 fucking million. It works for everybody. It's just an amazing thing.
Yeah, it was a cool announcement. I was excited when you said that because, like I said, they work hard. You know that.
Absolutely.
$25 million $25 million Baddest Man tournament.
Yep.
Another big thing. Now that was talked about a while ago, and it didn't come to fruition. So now we've revealed it again, and now it's come to fruition. It's up there on the screen. You can see it, and it gives you the breakdown. I'm very excited about this, Dave. What do you have to say to the people that are? I saw some people here and they're online. They're like, he announced this before. Now he's going to announce it again. This is the real thing. This is like it was the real thing to begin with.
I announced it before because I just was doing an interview, and I was thinking about it, and I mentioned it, and I shouldn't have.
I was sitting here.
It was premature,
yeah.
But I announced it prematurely. But it was something we were thinking of. Now it's ready to go. First fight will be March. We're going to actually have the exact date in the next like 3 or 4 weeks in Los Angeles. And then the final is going to be a year later because, it takes time to go through the tournament, injuries and cuts and handbrakes and anything that may happen. The finals will be in the Middle East. And like you saw up there, the winner, the first place guy will walk away with 15 mil.
I got to keep track of this tournament. I will anyway, but see who's going to win and really buddy up to him. You know what I mean? Kind of get around him. Anything you need, sir, can I help you out? So come on now, podcast.
You know who reached out to me today, Ev?
Uh-oh.
To get in that tournament?
Who?
Eddie Hall.
Really?
Yeah, he reached out to me today.
So how does that work at the end? Because it's what, 185 to heavyweight?
To 275.
So you're going to have, say, Mike Perry fight Ben
So I think at the
Rothwell?
beginning, we're going to have like the 185-ish to the 215-ish fighting each other. And then we'll have the higher half of the weight class fighting each other. But as it gets down to as it's starting to culminate at the end, it's going to be, you could have a 185-pounder fighting a 275.
So would that have to be in a country where a commission would allow that?
Well, I already got approved from everywhere. Yeah. Everywhere in the United States that you think would not approve it, everybody approved it.
Okay, cool.
Every single commission approved it so far.
So we could see
we're going to see
a 185er fight a heavyweight.
Yeah, we're going to see Mike Perry fight Ben Rothwell.
I'm going to talk about that. It's funny you brought that up. We're going to show some of that later.
They were talking about that with each other, yeah.
Yeah, and now, here's the thing. This is what I want to talk to you about. I think Rothwell's in the chat. Rothwell mixed martial arts.
Who wouldn't want to see that?
He's saying, I don't like them avoiding me on October 11th. I don't know what that means. I know that him and Perry were jazzed up and trying to get on the same card at some point. I know that they announced Perry for October 11th. And here they are. They're fighting in the VIP. And this is funny because I witnessed Ben Rothwell talk to one of our suits and say, hey, can I get up in that VIP lounge? And the suit said to him, are you going to behave? And he said, yeah, I'm going to be good. Here's the VIP. Here's the VIP experience. Although if I'm an investor or I'm a sponsor, I'd love this. It's like a fight for free. These guys are, I could do a reality show with these guys. I mean, they're hilarious. They're so great together. Yeah, they need more drinks. Yeah, get them more. Let's see what happens. Are you going to behave in the VIP section? Yeah.
That was great.
They're having a good time. So, yeah, Ben Rothwell, just to put you on notice, Dave, they were talking about it. He must be in the chat now saying he'd love to be a co-main event on the show that Perry's on. So we'll see if that happens. I don't know.
He's going to be a prelim fight.
Big Ben, I want to give
him... He's the best, man. Honestly.
How about him in the ring with me,
dude?
dude? He was great.
He's the best. He's the best.
Firing off the big bazooka. It was fun.
He's either going to be the main event on a show right before there, or he's going to be the co-main event there.
Oh, that's good to know. There you go, Ben. Okay, let's see what else we have. Oh, your announcements. Going to Rome was it October 25th. We're going back to my
25th.
homeland, Italy. I love it. That's exciting. It was great last time. Can you talk any more about that show or what we can expect? People are pretty excited about it.
Not really. I mean, I don't even know the name of the arena, but it's a beautiful arena. It's all in the round. It's a completely round arena.
Cool.
It's got 11,000 seats, and then the floor. We're expecting to do a sellout there. We'll have some big names. Some of the guys that fought, some of them guys that fought on the last Italy card were killers, man.
It was
and they're coming back. And then we're going to have a really intriguing main event, and I'm excited about it.
Let me show you something, Dave. From the last Italy event, so I can find it. I just saw it this morning. I was going through my bag. Still involved. Where the hell is it? I see it all the time. I pull it out of my bag constantly. I still have the gold confetti in here. Here, look. There's so much of it. There it is, from Italy. Still in my bag.
That's great.
I pull it out everywhere. Yeah, it's great.
It's great you don't clean your fucking bag.
No, I did. It was in my wallet one day when I opened it. No money in there, but I had confetti. Can't pay with that. Gold confetti. But it's going to be exciting. Italy was great last time. This time we're looking forward again. And then also the signings. Was that Italian music or elevated music? What the hell was that?
We're going back to Dubai, too.
When?
November 20th and 21st or 21st or 22nd.
Did you already announce that or you just dropped that now?
Just dropped it.
All right, let's do a
is it another 2-day extravaganza?
Another 2-day extravaganza. But we're doing a team style there. It'll be a little bit different. I'll have more details to come. Maybe
Indoor
next
arena,
week.
maybe.
Team style means our team's gonna die. When
Yeah.
it's gonna be
Indoors?
No, we're actually going back to the same arena.
Oh, it's gonna be awesome.
Can't wait.
We're looking forward to it, Dave. Don't listen to those.
We're gonna have
Gays never.
we're gonna have the sprinklers on. You'll be good. The misters.
Yeah.
All right. Well, a lot of announcements today. You felt great about the press conference. We're gonna do it. We just found out we're gonna do it once a year now. That's
Can I
exciting.
announce Mike Perry's opponent?
Oh, can we do that today?
No.
Oh, you.
What's the holdup?
Well,
I
come on.
actually have a call at 2:00 to finish it up.
Well, is there any other announcements you want to make today? I know there's one that we've been kind of. I don't know if we can do that yet, though. Did you get the okay for the one? You know the one I'm talking about. That we've been waiting to do, and we're excited. Don't do it if it's not going to happen, because they'll screw it up.
No, I swear that call's a half hour after that.
Damn it!
At
So you're
2:30.
gonna announce this before
Today's
going to
be a good day. Today's going to be a great day.
You're gonna see the lights of the Goodyear blimp, and it's gonna read Dave Feldman's a pimp.
Today's going to be a great day.
He doesn't even get the
Seriously.
reference. He doesn't get the reference.
No.
Does anybody get the reference?
Today was a good day.
Yeah, it's an Ice Cube song, dude. It's a rap song. Speaking of, all kinds of questions coming in today for you. People send these in. They email them in when they know you're going to be on. And they want to know some slice of life questions with Dave Feldman. Let's get into it. Speaking of music, Dave, you obviously don't know Ice Cube. Today was a good day. What type of music are you into? I know this, but I'm curious what you're going to say.
I like, freestyle music.
I love freestyle. That's why I knew you were going to say that.
Love freestyle music.
Give me an example. For the people
what's
who don't
like
freestyle?
Stevie B, Lisa.
Spring Love, Lisa Cult Jam,
Yeah, all that.
Pretty
I love
Poison.
that. Because if
Catch
you
me, I'm
can't
falling.
get in a good mood and move to that shit, you'll never be in a good mood.
Dude, we used to play that.
So I
it
love
was big in
that.
Philly.
I love classic rock. I
Really?
like country. I like a lot of everything. I like old school rap. I don't really like the hardcore rap. I don't like that.
Yeah.
That doesn't sit with me. And I love Frank Sinatra.
I love Frank Sinatra too. You know, in my way, right?
Yep. That's what we do.
80s rap is probably the best. They were all like, hey, and they'd rap like Slick Rick and stuff. And then they get into like 2000s. I start to lose out a little bit with rap. It's not my thing. What song, speaking of it, gets you moved? Well, what song always gets you on the dance floor? They want to know after that.
Spring Love. That's a good one.
Stevie B, you should have been in Wildwood.
Part of my body.
They'd have been
Part of my body. All right. TKA.
TKA. Casey,
Yeah,
come,
man.
baby, come, baby, baby, come.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
slam the door. Boom. When I walk into the bedroom, wham, bam, I'm the king of the castle. I sing that when I walk into my bedroom sometimes, Dave.
You probably fucking do. You actually do.
And my wife
and
looks
your
at me,
wife is
and she-
ready.
and she- no,
she's
she-
ready, and then she's all of a sudden like, "Get the fuck
She
out
looks
of
at me and just rolls over and goes to sleep. I'm like, I deserve that. All right, let's see what else. Best vacation. Why'd you miss the freestyle concert in Wildwood? That's Stevie B.
That
You
was
played-
Sunday. Sunday they had one.
You didn't go, right? Because you got delayed in
This
the
is
flight.
the shit you listen
This
to?
is good. Spring Love, Stevie B. Yeah, dude, we're getting a flag now, but I'll take it.
that's all
Spring
you-
Love, come back.
Nah.
This guy
I'm
sells
cool
my
with it.
I
stuff.
feel like I'm
I'm
back
cool
in
with
Miami.
This is it's huge in Miami.
How do you
freestyle.
not move to this shit, right?
I'm moving.
And they all tell stories about like lost.
Look, even
love.
Evan's moving.
that.
No rhythm, Evan.
Remember
Nah,
the
he's got
first
rhythm.
time. Yeah.
I was a drummer. I got rhythm. I got more
Look at the
rhythm than
lines.
this whole room combined.
Stevie B looks nothing like that now. Debbie Deb, remember Debbie Deb? When I
Debbie
hear
Deb,
music, you
yeah,
should see her
man.
now. She looks way different. It's crazy.
I feel like Perdomo could rock that cut.
He would look cool in that.
Yeah, he would.
All right.
All right, let's move on.
Let's make him do that. Perdomo.
Leonardo Stevie B Perdomo.
There you
That'll
go.
work well. Okay, what about your best vacation since it's the summer? They want to know you ever took and why.
What's that?
Your best vacation. Someone says it's the summer. They want to know the best vacation you ever took and why. You don't take many vacations. Did I?
No, I
Not
think
now.
I went to Cancun with my wife about like 4 years ago or 5 years ago, and we went into the. I'm really good at hustling. Like I'm good at hustling.
You?
Like hustling the guys. I'm like
Not you.
So I go into a regular room and I'm like, my man. I'm like, yo, can I get the suite? I got this. You know, I got just bullshitting them about bare knuckle, and I tipped them like 200, and I got the whole fucking top floor.
No shit.
The whole top floor was unbelievable. That was a great time. I mean, that was just a really great time. I mean, I've had a lot of great times. You know, some of them were just really parties in my backyard where we're playing cornhole and everybody's fucked up and my neighbors are getting fucking naked and it's just fun.
You gotta
It's
go to a
just
date
fun.
party, man.
It's fucking crazy, man. Running around.
I'm just showing up naked at the Christmas party this year just to get it going.
That's all right. Done.
Just an ugly sweater and that's it. I'd love to go to your house for these parties.
Stocking.
Yeah, right. Just the stocking, right? Dude, Dora Monica's in here saying "Dance for me, boy" to you for the, and then she's saying that what else? She said something else good in here. I lost it. Hey, Jamel Herring's in here too.
Oh, that's my man.
He said, Kai, when you're
Can't wait to
returning.
see him fight.
Yeah, that's going to be an awesome. That's a great signing. And speak about that. I mean, that's a great signing from Boxing World. Talk about that a little bit.
I mean, a great signing. A former Olympian, former, Marine champion, I think, but that doesn't matter as much. But former Olympian, former two-time boxing world champion. I mean, that doesn't happen. And he fought all the top guys. Like, he's a top elite athlete, and he's coming over to BKFC. I really can't wait to see how he does here. And on top of that, really nice guy. I actually co-promoted some of his. He didn't know this until I talked to him, but I co-promoted some of his fights on the way up to the championship
that's cool.
at the Sands Casino and the Harris Casino with Marshall Kaufman.
yeah, I remember you doing those fights. That's cool. I forgot about the connection. MMA History Podcast. I don't know if we talked about this with Vince McMahon offering to buy. Oh, we're not going to talk about that. I forgot NDA, but we can talk about something else. The guy from PFL, Ray from PFL, did he ever offer to buy BKFC? They want to know. Anyone? Do a lot of people offer
It
to
wasn't
buy?
Ray, it was Don Davis. And
Oh, so somebody
yes,
did?
yes, they did.
Wow. So I didn't. So you're telling me, for the people who don't know, you've had offers to buy this company from they who should not be mentioned anymore that we talked about earlier that get headlines, and also PFL.
Listen, great topic. I'm not in this for the money. Now listen, it's for sale.
Yeah.
Like
Of course.
It's not my family. My family works here. You're all my family, but it's not my family. This is a business, and we're building it to sell it. But it's legacy, man, and we're not at that point yet where everybody's going to remember us forever. We have to get to. We're probably at the minimum 2, at the maximum 5 years away from selling this company, and being okay with selling it, not financially, being okay with okay, we got it to the right point.
It's like
We
raising
can
your
let go
kid,
of it.
man.
Meaning, I can't turn it over to someone else and watch them skyrocket it, and I want to kill myself at home, right?
Yep.
We get it to a point where we're okay exiting it, and that's when we'll exit it. And I'm not saying that. Listen, it might be 20 years because I think once we get the real funding in that is closing really any day, and we get that funding in, then it just becomes a lot more fun. It's harder now because look, you're getting phone calls, I'm getting phone calls. We got to pay this. But we're doing so many shows that if people understand business, cash flow becomes by the time you get paid from a show in September, it's December already, and you already had to do 12 shows in the middle, right? So it's just managing cash flow right now, and until we get funded, and we're about to get really funded, and once we do that, I really, truly think it becomes a lot easier. Dana White said this to me. He goes, it's hard, and it's going to get harder, and then it's going to get harder, and then it's going to get even harder, and then all of a sudden it's going to get easy. And I think that's going to come.
Dana White said
what
that
part
too.
of that do you think? Which hard are we on? How many more hards do you have?
Good
to
question.
go?
That's a good question.
Hard, then it's going to get harder.
Evan always wants to know about the
Even
hard-ons.
harder.
Go ahead.
We're probably on 3 out of 4.
Okay, we got one more hard on we got to take.
Yeah,
and
one
then-
more.
Yeah, we probably got another.
You guys are stupid. So it was a good line, Evan. So Dana White told you that?
Yeah.
Because we've had private conversations on the phone. We've talked about these before where we're talking each other off a ledge here, and you've said that to me. And it is true. It's harder, and then
You're just not, because it's so hard for so long, you're
Yeah.
not expecting it, and then all of a sudden it'll just get easier. And that's what comes when the real funding comes in, when someone believes in us enough, which they do. Right now, just we're in conversations. So it was BKFC by Triller, and Triller is still involved with the company, but we were able to maneuver some things to get them down out of the majority. They're not a majority anymore, but they are still involved with the company. So now we're talking to a bunch of different groups to fund BKFC next level funding. I call it next level funding because it takes us to the next level. And we built this company on money that I don't think anyone could have done as big as we built this company, as fast as we built it with the limited money we had, but we did it. And now once we get the fuel, we are putting it in that rocket ship and it's going to the fucking moon, and that's no bullshit.
No, it's not. We talk about, again, off the air, we talk about it all the time, that as hard as this has been, it's fulfilling because, like you said, we're having a hard time, but we know we're working towards something, building something that no one's built before.
Yeah, like you get it's hard, it sucks. You go to the smaller shows, they're cool, but they're sold out and it's fun. And then you go and do break records and you do the summit and it refuels you, right?
Yeah.
Like it was refueling.
Oh, my God.
Morale was low, but that
Yeah.
everybody's back up. To,
Just
I came skipping in here this morning. You should have seen me.
And then, it's just what happens. And then once we get it in, and I can, give Evan a few more guys, give you guys a few more, just give everybody a few more guys in the departments, man. No,
I don't.
not girls.
I don't
What's
discriminate.
the matter with you, Evan?
You know what I really?
I was going to
you know
make the
what
joke, but
really
you
did
made it
for me?
yourself. Go,
And
what?
when we were out to dinner at Toro Loco, I was talking about this. So seeing.
Oh, wait, hats off to Aldo, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they don't wait,
What a great.
We have to explain who Aldo is. Aldo is the guy that owns Toro Loco. He's a huge,
El Toro Loco.
El Toro Loco. It's a huge celebrity. I'm not good at Spanish. It's a huge celebrity in that area, and those restaurants are so good. We went out to dinner. He treated us all to a wonderful dinner. The fighters were out there. It was really cool. I was sitting across from Dyer talking to him. The Schmo was there. I saw him. It was all these people, a big party you had for us, and it was so good. And you guys told me how good the food was, and you weren't kidding.
But what did it for me is, and I never really get to see this, but watching the fighters, like see them, they were watching because they were playing the press conference back, and they were just watching themselves and seeing how happy they were to like see themselves on TV and stuff.
It's great.
That felt good, yeah.
It does, because you're right. You never get to see that, but they were into it, and we were watching them. And like Dyer's just smiling. Dyer's a guy who, again, I was sitting directly across from me, so I can comment on him. He's a guy that
Small face.
the whole
We're small face.
It almost felt like the end scene
I
from
said that to him.
Sopranos.
I was like to Josh, I'm like, where did that come from? He's like, I don't know. I'm like, where the hell did that come from?
It doesn't matter. All I know is that Dyer's a guy.
I love that guy. He's a good dude.
He's definitely starting to fit in even more as champion. You can feel
Absolutely.
it. I think he can too.
Absolutely.
Ben Rothwell was there. Ben was asking me. Ben was going to get up and give you a speech to see how thankful he was for you, and I told him to do it. And he said he would read the room and see if it was right. But then right after that, we all got out of there. But that's what I say about Ben. He was there. You feel these champions. They're all thankful to be working here, and I love it. All right, a couple more questions from the fans just on Slice of Life stuff before you get out of here. This is a good one. I'm curious because you don't have time to do this, I don't think. What was the last TV show you binge watched? They want to know.
What was the name of it? It was a Netflix series. Is that?
That's probably, I don't know. I watched Bookie with Sebastian Maniscalco on the way home. This flight, it was actually really good. Bookie, check it out.
I can't remember the
I
name
liked
of the
it.
one we just watched.
Tires is really good. Brandon and I like Tires, right? With Shane
Sister,
Gillis.
something with Sister.
Sister Wives?
No.
Isn't that a show?
No,
I
it
don't know,
was
we'll
something
figure it out.
else with
Sister
sisters.
Sister with Tamira and
No.
Tamara?
No.
What? I don't know what the hell it is. All right. Sister Act with Whoopi Goldberg. What was it?
Yeah, that was it. That was it.
All the sisters are in my head now.
It was like Send your sister over.
All right. Do you have a favorite? I know this. Let's see if I can guess right in my head. Do you have a favorite holiday, and which one is it and why?
Christmas.
I know. You're Mr. Christmas, dude.
Honestly, man, like this is not a pat myself on the back. I'm a giver. I love giving. I don't give a shit what I get. All I tell my kids is, honestly, get me a mushy card.
Stop. Do you hear them laughing at you in the booth?
Fuck them.
Nobody's laughing. What are you talking
I just heard you, dude.
Nah, I don't know what you're talking
You are. That's why I watch. I mean, I feel like Thanksgiving through Christmas, I don't have any money left. You're giving turkeys, you're giving homeless stuff, you're giving, people's houses burnt down, you're hooking them up. It's cool to watch. Let's see. They said the last thing you probably binge watch. I got Peaky Blinders, Full House.
Full House.
These people are nuts. Rick, you're great. All right, last one for you. Slice of Life that came in the email. If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? I know what Evan would eat.
What's that?
One food for the rest of my life. Yeah. Evan would eat tube steak.
Yep.
Yeah, that wasn't my thought. Okay.
Yeah.
What was your thought?
What was your thought?
I didn't have a thought. I'm just being, you guys throw me off when you get into this deep waters here.
What's your favorite? So
I like
Italian sausage.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I like I like pizza.
You think you could eat pizza?
I don't think,
only pizza. So as you're saying,
I'd probably be
if you could
constipated, though.
only eat one food, that's what you would eat. Is that the question?
It's got to be steak, pizza. I've never gotten tired of pizza in my life. I haven't. Steak's great.
You're a real piece of shit.
That was so bad. It was awesome. Good job. Like, what would it be? Brussels sprouts, perhaps? You like those?
Yeah.
Yeah, but no way would it be that.
What a senior. He eats candy at ringside.
Yeah, you love candy.
I'm done. I'm done with candy.
Bullshit.
No, I'm done.
Is that why there's special candy?
No, listen, man.
Wait, is that why the special candy got ordered last with the probiotics and shit in
Yeah,
it?
there was some lame candy.
No,
I thought that was for you.
No, I just went up to Junior's desk and I forgot I bought like 6 boxes of candy and it's on the desk. I'm like, no, I'm done. I'm done with the sugar because it's fucking me up, man. I'm done.
I'll believe it when I see it.
I don't
wish you
know.
luck.
Spaghetti, I think I could eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah. You'd be all fat from the carbs.
Yeah, I think I could.
You're all huge.
Yeah.
All right, there you go, spaghetti. You might as well be a paisan, right? There you go. Johnny Cannoli can fix us all. He can fix us all.
Johnny's my Goomba.
There you go. He's paisan. I don't know what. Yeah, it's Goomba Johnny. That's it. He's a radio DJ, I think. Goomba Johnny in New York.
Is he?
In Hollywood Hamilton. Yeah. If you're in New York, maybe you know from Z100, I think, or KTU. All right. So Dave Feldman. Anything else you want to touch on before you get out of here, man? It's from the weekend or anything coming up?
No,
Philly?
man. I mean, it's just like we said. We're refueled. We're rejuvenated. We have Philly next week, which is a smaller show, but it's going to be amazing. Then we go right to Sturgis, and then Canada, Belgrade. I mean, we're going to be in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different countries for the rest of the year.
It's awesome.
It's just an amazing thing. I'm expecting some really sensational news today at 2:30. 2 o'clock. I should confirm Perry's opponent. 2:30 is the big call about the big announcement that I wanted to make, and I just wasn't able to get it signed in time. But I think we had a little bit of thing going back and forth. But I think today at 2:30 is going to be a phenomenal fucking time for us, man. And I can't wait because it's almost just like, it's like, I don't know, man. Like, this guy wants to work with us. This guy's calling us.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just crazy.
Yeah, I agree.
It's amazing.
I know you're a very busy man, but when you have time after that call, just text me yes, why, if it happened, or and no. I'm just curious because it's a big deal for us. And they're hitting me up with kinds of questions now for you. Hold on before you go.
I'm not in a rush.
All right. Well, you're going to get
time.
mad at me for reading this because you can be modest, but I'm going to read it. I don't
Go
care.
ahead.
Get mad. Fire me. Tylen Bates. He said, no one knows this. We were talking about how generous you are. But low key, Dave helped me pay for my stepfather's funeral. I didn't even know that. That's wonderful because I had called him to give my condolences. Dave, that's really cool. And let's see what else we have here. They want to know, is there a date for the 55 tourney to start? The Come On Now podcast asked that.
I believe the first match is going to be on the 25th of October in Italy.
Okay. And then let's see. All right, this is interesting because there's a guy on here named Benjamin. He's Benjamin Justice, like Just Us. He sent this in. We're going to have to go back to the mailbag for this. I got to prepare Brandon. I'm sorry. That's the guy from last week that sent stuff in. He sent more in this week. He wants to come to Philly, I guess, to meet you or Nate. He's driving from Ohio, this guy. He's been sending stuff in for weeks. Can we show the latest thing he just sent in? Yeah. It should be under Benjamin. He sent an email. It's in the mailbag. This was the guy from last week, Evan. It had the speed, remember?
Yeah.
That's actually, honestly, like, you know, he needs to develop better form and everything, right? But that's actually a great idea, man. Having the weights inside your hands and toughening up your knuckles.
He was just boom, 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 boom.
Yep, that's a great idea.
That's a great idea. Well, apparently he's coming to Philadelphia. He's driving, I guess, from Ohio, I think.
Awesome.
To come to the show, and hopefully you can make a moment or two, or at least Nate can talk to him.
For sure.
Benjamin tunes in. We appreciate you. And then there's, let's see, what else we have for you question-wise here. Benjamin Justice in the chat. Oh, I can't read some of this stuff, these people. Deviants. All right, there you go. No more questions for you in the chat. I thought there was. All right, so we have a good visit, as we always do, with Dave Feldman Sr. Dave, we appreciate you coming on. You can hang out and go through the mailbag with us, unless you got to go now.
I'm going to go.
He's like, I'm out of here.
I'm going to. Me and Nate have to work on some matches.
Who?
Nate.
I know
Nate, the crook shook.
Naysayer Nate. Nate the Naysayer. I love him.
Procrastinate.
Poor Nate's not here to
Do the
defend
fans
himself.
like Nate?
Let's ask in the chat.
No.
Do the fans like Nate?
Do the fighter? Let's ask the fighters and fans. We have fighters and fans. We'll see what each thinks about him. I like Nate. I think Nate is.
I love Nate.
That Florida card. I mean, Nate was he the one behind the matchmaking? I guess.
Yep.
Great job, Nate. See what I mean?
That was a great card.
Yeah. Who does the best
Nate
Nate?
here? I think I just heard Nate.
Is he here?
I just heard somebody.
Bring him in. Let's talk to him. Hold on, Nate. Get him on mic. Come
How
in.
many dollars? Nate.
How do we do? The last card.
What's
Nate.
up?
Is he in there?
Never mind.
Dave, we got to meet.
He's waiting to meet with you.
I'm
Why
giving
will you never come on camera, Nate?
Is he there?
I just don't like to be seen.
Is he there?
Don't you hear him? All right, that bit'll be better next
we'll
time
work on that.
when we're ready to go for it.
What an
I think we really confused.
Dave, we got to
you.
go sign some contracts.
We got to make some
There you go.
dollars.
He's only going to sell 20 tickets.
Dollars. Lower, here they go. Love Nate Shook. He's an absolute badass. That's Ruben Roundstone. Let's see. Nate is the man from Legends Never Die podcast.
Thanks.
Let's see. Nate is the man from Little Ben.
Hey, Jamel Herring's here too.
Somebody, what?
That's Dave.
Some of these people are gonna. The ones that want to talk trash aren't going to,
Why?
because they probably hold fear in their heart.
I fucking hate that. Like, if you're going to talk shit, just talk shit.
Yeah, you got to do. That's what I
Just
always
be
say.
honest.
Say it in front of his face, or say
Fucking right,
same thing
man.
you say behind their back. I say it all the time. All right, well, we'll keep it up. Nate's fun. Nate's a character like everybody in Bare Knuckle. That's why we love him. All right, well, Dave, go to your meeting with Nate. Nate, are you ready for Dave?
Yeah,
Okay, you guys gonna have any kind of like lunch or anything while you meet?
I guess.
What happens if your wife doesn't pack you a fork? Do you know this?
No.
Do you know what happens? Tell us
I'm
what
on a
happens.
24-hour fast right now. I can't eat.
What happens?
I'm eating pumpkin seeds. Whatever he will call her after she's packed him a beautiful lunch, and he's not really mean about it, but he's like, "I have no fork today." He said, "Like I'm like Nate." He just calls her. My wife would be like, "Okay, find one."
Nate, honestly, he has very much structure in his marriage.
He sure does.
He has
He's got a great
structure.
marriage.
He does.
They
They
do work
both
for them.
know what their job is as the husband and wife, and it works for them.
Yep. I don't know if I called my wife and said that. Katie's a lot more, I guess, understanding for that.
I'd have a fork in my throat.
Right, dude.
For sure, man.
Right,
For sure.
dude. Look, like I said, we burn on Nate and all, but we love him. All right, Dave Sr., thank you for stopping by, man. We appreciate you after a huge weekend. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
You getting rid of me?
Hang out. I'm going through the mailbag, dude. We're running. They're going to yell at me. We're running late. I like going long.
Yeah.
I just lob them out there for you boys to catch.
I bet you do. You sure do.
See what I mean? All right. Let's get back to the mailbag. Thank you. I didn't think Dave, you never know when Dave's going to come and he just shows up. All right. We talked about that. So, this is good. Mike Perry, I guess he was on the scene for us. He got Ben Rothwell's thoughts that you didn't see on TV right after Perdomo was yelling at him. Let's see what he had to say.
Big Ben,
Yeah, Andre.
what are your thoughts?
Andre Adams didn't come to fight.
Andre Adams.
He needs to retire, and I'm gonna put that motherfucking Perdomo down.
Put him out. First round. Shots fired.
I'm going to say it again. You tell me you wouldn't watch a reality show with
just
those two.
gonna say, yeah,
I would
like-
just follow them around. Follow them around. And that's not all. I mean, we saw them fighting in the VIP section where I heard Ben say there would be no static in that VIP section. And then he gave, like I said, he gave them a run for their money. The people up there seem to love it. And they're yelling, get them more drinks. And then the other guy that I thought was hilarious, what an odd couple here. This was right after the weigh-in show. And I only got a second of it because it was happening and I went to record it. Check him and John Dotson out. Look at this size difference. I mean, you know. Now, you tell me, and I don't know if you guys know this movie. You're a movie buff. You guys kind of know movies, but it's an old one. You tell me they couldn't do a remake of Twins with DeVito and Schwarzenegger.
I knew you were going there. Yeah.
Oh, my God. I want to see. I'm going to have Jeremy make up a poster for next week to show what that would look like. I think that would be hilarious. Okay, the UK boys, we did that one. Kai Stewart and Gary Fox. Kai's always bringing heat. He was there. I was speaking to Kai, spoke to Gary. And they had some heat. They got some heat on it. They do. And we'll look at that a little bit later. But Kai was also highly entertained by Brian Duran's fight with Robbie Peralta. And we got some footage of that. You'll see kind of what's going on the big screen. You see Kai's reaction. This was the first one. Did we delete this one or do we have it still? I'm sorry. There it is. This is actually on the Bare Knuckle Show Instagram. See, if you're not watching, you're missing all the great content. Look at Kai jumping up and down. He's happy. And compliments to whoever was shooting Kai, not this camera, the real camera, because I didn't even know they were shooting him there. You couldn't even see him. So whoever shot him, compliments to your crew, Evan. Because we have some more Kai content we're going to show in just a little while.
Do you have Adam's angle?
Yeah, we're going to show that. You want to show that now? You can show it now. But I didn't even, I don't want to confuse you.
Kai was right behind me. I was hearing him just talk shit the whole night.
And watch Richmond. It's funny to watch Richmond. Richmond's like, what?
There you go.
People gotta stop thinking these people can beat me. I am different. That's why I'm comfortable saying Mike Mary's the biggest pussy in the organization.
Damn.
I'm different. And there's a reason. 25 years old, 5 world titles. John Jones didn't even do that shit.
Let's go!
Oh! Oh! That's what he does. He thinks he can do it, and then he's like, oh, my pussy hurts. He can't. Shut
That's
up,
crazy.
bro.
Mike Perry's like right next to him.
He's getting his ass kicked. Don't say shit to me.
He's yelling at the fans.
Right. You're stupid. Respect where respect's due. Peralta came, he showed up. He's a great dance partner. It's a great fight. But great fights don't get you a world title shot. So don't be mistaken.
Bare Knuckle Fight Championship fans, are you ready?
It's Barry. Oh my God.
That was dude, I'm telling you, next year at the championship summit, we need to pay somebody just to put like 5 cameras on these guys at all times. Look at it.
We need to, this needs to be every event. There should be every champion.
God, that was awesome.
There's so many personalities, just like.
And then when they all melt together, and I know Kai told me, Kai's like, I didn't even have a drink tonight. I'm trying to stay sober for all this. I don't want to drink. So that was all coming from the heart. Where some of these other guys, they're just enjoying their night. They're having a big Saturday night.
So funny.
I love it. Our champions are humans. That's some dumb shit we would do. Oh, man. Okay.
Oh, man.
Does Kai use a curling iron on his mustache? I don't know how he has the mustache curl like that. That's what Come On Now podcast wants to know.
You gotta get, I think it's like a wax.
Yeah, it is. It is. I think there's all different kinds of it. Oh, here we go. Evan, get ready for your sound effect. He didn't write much.
Uh-oh.
But
Which sound effect is that?
Randy the pervert sent this in.
Giggity, 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 giggity.
Oh, Jesus.
This is all he did was really send this video, and he said Black Widow, yum. That's what he said. Let's watch. Oh man, I'd like to try that. Could you do that, Evan?
I would never put myself in such a position. But I noticed there was another
Randy
a
loves
post
it.
from Jessica this morning that Randy may write in about next week.
Oh, I think I know the one you're talking about because that was actually funny because remember what I said at the top of the show?
Yeah.
I said if you're going to get stuff in, try to get a little earlier because we have to kind of structure the show out and we can't put everything up. He did send. I know the post you're talking about. I think I do, and he did send that in. He put double yum. It's disgusting. So if you want to show it, I don't know if
All right.
is it in the mail? I don't even know if it's there.
Brace yourselves. There's your warning. If you're at work, if you're on the company computer,
this could cause problems.
Switch off and come back in a minute.
For not like 10 seconds. Just shut your eyes. What's the post say?
When I sit down for a second during training, LMAO, the hot box.
Oh my God.
Hot.
Is that why he said double yum? Oh my God. Look at the look at the memes. Busted. What the hell? Well, she does train hard. That means. Well, oh my God! Wait till Free gets a hold of that picture. When Free gets a hold of that, I'm afraid what's going to happen.
God knows what she's going to say.
Well, that's been a crazy rivalry. I'm looking at, and
Dude, that fight. I need to see that fight tomorrow.
I know.
I need to figure out a weight, agree on it, and make it happen.
Man, Randy the pervert reporting.
Randy is a dirty boy.
He did, but that normally we can't do it that quick. Please send the stuff in earlier if you want to get it on the show. We want to get it on for you. This is good too. Looks like Zeb Crazy White Boy Vincent is staying ready. Check this out. And here he goes. Blood on the post. Blood on his hands with a BKFC tattoo. That's like BKFC tattoo number 5 or 6, I think I've seen.
That is disgusting.
Yeah, that's great. Can
you imagine?
Someone's going to lean up against that
kid's
pole.
going to be
like waiting for the bus for school. Wearing a white shirt.
Well, I'm sure he cleaned it off afterwards.
Yeah, right. My God. Oh, wow. Well, thank you. Zeb always staying ready, the crazy white boy. And I don't know if this is true. I don't want to start any rumors. You guys got a grip back there? What's going on? I see a grip on the floor. Is he running wires down there, that guy?
Here. I don't know what
he's trying to stay out of the shot, I think. He's trying to stay out of the shot. Hi, Junior. I don't know if this is true, but I don't want to start rumors, but Zeb Crazy White Boy Vincent, also, when we were looking at that on Instagram, we announced the Rome-Italy fight. We're very excited about that. But I don't know who's fighting on it. But Zeb, I don't know if he's hinting in Italy or hinting that he's going to fight on there. You can show the post.
There you go.
I'm not sure, but he said announcement coming soon. This was before we made the Italy announcement, so I'm unsure if it was the Italy announcement he knew about somehow or he's going to be fighting on the show. I'll always watch the Crazy White Boy fight. I like him.
There you go.
Let's go to KO of the Week. We got that sent in next. Who the hell sent this in? KO of the Week. I don't have a name. I'll look for it while you're watching it.
Oh, no.
Damn. I jumped off the high dive yesterday at the pool. I was afraid that shit would happen to me.
Oh, that's bad.
Man, I forget your name if you send it. I'm sorry. We didn't write that down. I'll go with Joe. Okay, Joe sent that in. There you go. Hold on. I want to say yesterday, Evan, you would have loved this. I took my son to the pool, and he's going to the high dive. He started doing it. It's crazy. Yeah. So we were doing low dive first, and the first time I hit the low dive in years, I used to love springing off that stuff. And my knees hurting. I did it, and I jumped and hit the board wrong. People were watching, too. And it went whoop, and it came up and hit me, and I was like... I fell into the water. All the kids were laughing at me. The parents were laughing at me. It was horrible.
You got a lot of knee pain?
Yeah. I had to stop because I'm an idiot. And I went to the high dive and jumped off too. And that left a bruise on my thigh for like a week from dropping a big Randy Savage elbow off the high dive for everybody. Got to take it easy. Let's see. So that my KO of the week. This is sick for so many reasons. We do like a video breakdown like Tosh. Watch this. For some reason, trying to make it rain on the bull. Well, the bull doesn't like it.
Oh, my God.
Look at the money go flying. The guy's pants went up. Look, he's waving it off like it's a ref. It's like he's doing the Andy Glenn. Watch. He waves it off the guy because it's a fight. Watch.
Oh, my. Dude, bulls are so
Watch this guy.
powerful.
No. He's down. He's down.
That's insane.
I don't know if that guy lived. They're saying he died in the comments, but you never know. I don't think he would have died from that. Damn.
That's a 270-pound man, and that bull just like...
Look at that. Like nothing.
Yeah.
That's why when we had that Cameron Delano, I was like, this guy...
That is nuts.
If you have no fear... Why was he trying to make it rain on a bull? What do you think was going to happen?
Drunk. People get drunk.
I guess. So they do that running of the bulls. Would you ever do that?
Honestly,
my buddy
yeah.
Diego did that.
Yeah, I want to do it just to say I've done it.
Is Junior still here or no?
He disappeared.
Oh, Diego Ramos. He's a local friend of ours. He used to be a local radio guy. He did it.
It's probably so fun. You get all the boys together,
get drunk,
get a couple drinks, and you're just like, oh shit.
Dude, I watched the clips of when our friend Diego did it, and let me tell you what, it looked horrifying.
They got to wear like the white outfits with the little scarves.
Yeah, and these guys are getting gored in the freaking street.
What do they look like at the running of the bulls?
Dude, it's crazy. They're getting like people are just getting destroyed.
You should wear that to the. I know that's Spain. That's not Italy.
No, it's not. What are you doing?
I don't know.
I got to wear my normal clothes, my loafers in Italy.
Yeah, that's what they got to wear. Here's the outfit. That was an ad. Hold on.
We don't have the budget for YouTube Premium.
We don't.
Hey, take a look at this.
Yeah, it's crazy. Watch this. They're probably not going to show the good stuff here.
These are the streets of Pamplona, Spain. Of course, they're participating in the.
People just run over each other. Look at this.
Every morning, participants run with and desperately avoid. Wow.
Dude, they do this also in. Oh my God. Oh my God. And they trip over each other. Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
You never saw this, Brandon? It's crazy.
No, I've seen it before.
I love the outfits.
They do this also in Ocean City, Maryland. They get thousands of people there, and they have people dress up as a bull. Like they and they all get drunk, and they pull runs around town and gores people. It's awesome. It's stupid. I don't know why. People are drunk having a great time. I go, hey, not for me. Good luck. Have fun, Evan.
Yeah, it's
Take video.
Pamplona, Spain. Is that Is that the only place they do it in Spain?
I don't know. I know it's all white, so you can see the blood when he gores you.
Yeah.
Damn, boy. Wow.
Just a bunch of dumb young men. There's not one
for
chick
me.
in it.
Not for me.
It's all dudes.
Yeah.
That's why
Chicks have brains.
Yeah, that's why.
I think I saw the girl. There she is.
Where?
She was right there.
Oh, she's probably there to get all those smart guys. She's probably really, driven by those hot guys doing that. She's loving it. So let's talk about Sammy Oh Shit. This guy sends stuff in almost every week. It's been on a thing here. He just sends stuff in and writes Oh Shit. Let's see what the Oh Shit was.
Oh, sorry. G just texted me something.
Oh, no. Ooh! That could be a broken neck. Vertebrae compressed. Holy crap. No way.
No.
It probably hurt for the kid, too.
Look at his neck.
Oh, he didn't hit him. He hit him on like the tailbone when he was hitting him. Damn. Well, thank you, Sammy O'Shea.
Stuff in pools, people.
All rules are different. All right, we saw the Benjamin thing. This is a quick one. We're not going to watch the whole thing, but Keenan sent this in. He's looking to get on the Edmonton card. He says, "Dear Bare Knuckle show staff and host Brian Soscia." By the way, you spell my name B-R-Y-A-N.
I don't think I have that.
S-O-C-I-A. Okay, we'll do it next week. But he's looking to get on the show, and I know he's a regular watcher. So, Keenan, if you're watching, we'll play your video next week. He says he's taking over Bare Knuckle. He's excited. I'm going to forward your stuff to Nate and Dave, and he says he's going to be the biggest star. He gives his phone number, 306-291-1. Nope, we're not going to read that. All right, move on.
Don't read this.
All right. I think that's the end of the mailbag. Do we have any behind? We went a lot of order. Behind-the-scenes content. Oh, this is great. Show that we were talking about Kai Stewart earlier and Gary Fox. They were going out it, and show the fan got involved. This is great. There's all our champs there hanging out as the show's getting ready to start. Some still arriving. Kai, there he is. Gary.
BKFC records 3 victories on this
Look at Gary winning the hearts and minds.
The Americans love him, dude.
I feel like him and Kai would get along if they seem like they kind of.
They seem like
there's
they
a vibe there.
Yeah, I do. I think it's if they can continue building this fight as it goes on. I mean, I think that it's gonna be some good stuff, and I feel like even if they don't like each other, they'll become buddies afterwards. I don't know. I think Ben Bonner is another guy that I met there. That I mean, all the UK guys, like I said, were great, but Ben Bonner, I just every time I saw him. Like the one time I saw him, he had like an open shirt
He
with
never
a big.
has a shirt.
Yeah, he had like a big chain on and stuff, and he's like, yeah, he don't give a shit. He's great. Ben's
all
awesome.
those UK guys have such great personalities.
Yeah, and I don't want to say apologies because we kind of know, but I saw a lot more of it, and I'm seeing some of the video work they're doing now, where we have more people where we can kind of get more of that done, Evan. So it's cool that we can show their personalities, and we're looking forward to showing them off more. Let's see what we have left. I think did Vespi send in his selects?
I did. I don't think so.
All right, Vespi,
Sleeping in.
come on, man, wake up, wake up! We should call him.
You could have sent them before the
Well, if you just go on their go to Lee's Instagram and Vespi's, they post like their favorite. That's true. We'll pull them up. We'll give them the free plug.
Show some things for you. And then as we're doing that, I think that what else? Oh, we have some multi-fights to announce too. We'll get to that in a second.
Here's Lee. He's our UK photographer.
Lee's great.
We brought him in for this one. And go down.
Supreme
that
Lee
one.
Greats Pictures. Here
Here's
we go.
Lee.
Let's see him.
These are Lee's shots.
I say it all the time. We're doing this more on broadcast now too. We're showing some of the photos. Oh, that's cool. It's a long one. Yeah.
We should have some music.
Gee, is that G's ear?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that ear was gnarly.
Yeah, you know what? G, I know how bad you wanted that fight, man, but that had to be stopped.
Yeah.
I mean, G said he didn't even know. I was talking to him afterwards. He's like, I didn't realize it, man.
Yeah.
That had to be
You
heartbreak
can
for that
see
boy.
when the doc is like, "How's it like? Let me see your ear." And he's like, "Which ear? What do you mean?"
And G's begging him, like, I don't know what he was saying, but he's basically saying, like, don't take the fight, please, please, please. And I know that probably hurt Doc to do, but Doc's got to look out for his best interests.
That was a good win for Robbie. Oh, no, it wasn't a win. It was a
No,
draw.
it was no contest. Or a draw, I mean.
Apologies.
Great
It was a good
fight.
performance.
Great
He
fight.
looked
Great
good.
performance.
like,
He needed that
He's-
performance.
Yeah, he's had some tough losses, and
Peralta stepped up, man.
he's still hanging in there.
Man, Duran's not a slouch, so.
We'll check out. We'll go to Nick's.
Let's check out Vespi's next. The Vespi selects. Vespi, from now on, you got to send him in, bro. Again, I don't know if you heard this, but we're going to be doing, I'll announce 2 multi-fights here in a minute that we signed. But first, let's watch the
Here's
Vespi
Nick.
selects.
Yeah, that was a sick fight.
couple different angles there. Tambourine. Did you see Ibarola's fight boots?
Yeah, you know what?
Cowboy
I took a video of them, but I didn't get them on the Instagram. I'll try to show them on the Instagram later today. I don't think I got them up because there was so much chaos during the event, but they were like cowboy boots. They were awesome. I guess he went and got them like resold.
Armis looked great too. Him and Armis.
Dude,
Armis.
I said to Armis, I saw him.
This guy is ridiculous.
Oh, I love Mohawk. Mohawk's going to be a star. He told me that over a year ago. He's like, dude, I'm ready. And I could see the intensity in him. Yeah. I love Esteban. And then my brain, who were we talking before? He said this guy's great. Ibarola. And I saw Armis. I saw him at the hotel and we were talking. I said, dude, you guys could steal the show with your fight because that's the idea. I'm like, yeah, man, I'm excited for it. And it was a great fight. Armis is always happy. The guy's always happy. Oh, he could punch directly in the face. Yeah. He's just happy.
And he doesn't have to fight. I mean, he's an airman. Those are smart dudes, and he
loves it.
Comes and fights.
Easy to talk to, and we'll see what Joy Boy does next. I'm excited to watch his rise. But Roberto's like a guy like Julian Lane. When I see him on the card, I know I'm excited to watch his fight, no matter what happens.
He never turns down an opponent. He'll take short notice fights.
He's great.
Yeah, he's a competitor.
All right, let's do we have any more behind the scenes content?
No, but we've got some signings.
Yeah, the multi-fights. Let's bring them up. The first one up. You ready?
Peter Barrett.
Oh, I didn't see it go up. I'm looking down. Peter Barrett signed Peter Barrett, UFC vet, 1-0 with BKFC after that first big round knockout. I think it was at Mohegan, yeah. And the next guy, good old Josh. Josh is a 6-fight UFC vet. He's training out of Denver, Colorado. Welcome to the team, Josh. And he's looking to take part. He's very excited about the 205 division. So we'll see what can happen there. But these are two great signings. We'll keep the signings coming. I don't know. Our designer, Vaughn Design Team, that just shocked me. I don't know what, this is not my body.
Yeah, it's much smaller.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's no, no definition. What are you doing to me, Jerry Bear? Maybe the shark bit it off. Who knows? All right. Anything else? Outro fun. Okay. Let's talk about what we have coming up. We know that coming up, Philadelphia, we're excited about that. What I want to try to do next week is get some of the Philadelphia fighters on. I have an idea who I want to be on so we can talk to them and we can, I'd like to catch up with Cannoli, Cody. I want to have Cody on too. He's very excited to get on. Cody's been a firecracker, so I'm excited to see what Cody's going to do when he comes on. He's just wants to get noticed and he's ready, man. He'll take anybody on. So that's going to be a great Dustin Peg on top.
Gabby's back. I didn't even know.
Oh, I didn't know that either, too. I saw that. That's great.
That's her fanboy's own.
Yeah, she could drive here. Yeah, to drive in, right?
That's a good fight, too.
That'll be a fun fight.
Linda, we haven't seen her in a while.
Oh, that's awesome.
She last fought in that Miami card we did at the mall.
Yeah, remember that? Yeah. Was it? I think it was called even Vivo or something.
The
Dolphin Mall.
Yeah.
Viva.
Yeah.
Live.
Yeah, it was hot. Johnny Cannoli, is he gonna pull off another Cannoli slap? Do you think at the weigh-in show?
I don't know.
Against was that Lopez? I think he can, but he has to find somewhere new to hide it. Somebody's got to get hit with a cannoli. He has to. Anyway, that'll be a great fight. We're looking forward to that. We'll cover that more next week. And then, of course, I'm excited for not only going to Sturgis, even though it's hot as hell. It's a cool atmosphere. It's going to be
the Dust Bowl.
Right? You weren't there last year.
No, I heard stories.
Oh, wait till you get there, dude. 20,000 people at least are going to be there. I heard that we are kind of bookending like ZZ Top, Stone Temple Pilots, Gene Simmons. They're all going to be there, and so many more. Is Marilyn Manson going to be there, I heard?
Oh, that'd be cool.
That'd be really cool. The beautiful people.
Actually, I'll say this. If you go to the Sturgis Buffalo Chip website, they have like a whole recap of last year of everything. Us, Jelly Roll, all the events that were going on. Yeah. So like if anyone that's listening doesn't really like get like what it is, on the Sturgis Buffalo Chip site, there's a good video that kind of shows the whole week.
Yeah, check it out. I mean, it's really cool, and I think that like if you go there, you'll see what I mean. And they're also selling these cool upgrades. It's for like $100 and some. I think you can sit up front because what happens is it just starts growing and growing. And people are like standing around golf carts trying to see. I know because I climbed the lighting structure last year. I was actually barred this year. I think it was today they told me I'm not allowed to climb the lighting structure. Let's take a vote. Do you think I'm going to listen?
No.
You think I'm going to fall?
Yes.
I thought you were going to say hopefully. So it's going to be great. It's going to be a fun show, Sturgis. And what a main event on top, man. And you saw that heat at the championship summit. They're both there. Go-Go and Julian going back and forth. Go-Go claiming that Julian was offered the fight. Julian saying he wasn't. It's going to be, there's some heat there, and they're both great fighters that I get excited for all their fights. What a main event. That's going to be amazing. And then you have Taylor Starling on the card, too, who I wanted her to do the fight because I want to see her fight, but I want her back on the show. She's doing that pesky training stuff. What else do we have coming
We
up?
got tryouts. We didn't announce tryouts.
Oh yeah, I have that in my rundown. Thank you. I forgot.
Indiana.
Hold on. Let's get. I got to say the next one.
Telling people. What did we miss?
We have another one that's.
Edmonton? Are we talking Edmonton? Go back to Edmonton.
I don't know what's going on.
Sorry, I'm getting text from the Big Cheese saying plug.
We're going to tell them we're going to tell them to wait. I'm glad the Big Cheese is watching.
Yeah.
Which Big Cheese?
The biggest one we got.
The one that was just here.
Yeah.
Okay. Starling versus Cannon, and then we got Edmonton. That's August 9th, going back to the Canada at the River Cree. That'll be fun too. Always great fights there for a great fight night. We're looking forward to that. Also, as Evan and the big boss man, the big cheese, the big suit, the big brass upstairs said, he mentioned he was going to give us any more money for the
no,
for the
we're
studio?
actually getting less.
Well,
They've
before
cut funding completely.
Just watch the tryout thing while we're talking about this. And I just want to say that before we started, we didn't realize how thin the walls were in the studio. And I guess next door, they were like building something.
Yeah, they were hammering
Dude, the
away.
posters were falling off the wall. It was insane. That's our studio. Anyway, hopefully we can have a tryout and we find some like gigantic fighter that can make us a lot of money so we can get some money for the studio.
That's this weekend.
Yeah, this weekend. BKFC tryouts in where is it? I can't
Maryville,
say. Indiana. Do you think you have what it takes? July 19th this weekend. Make sure you check out the website, bkfc.com, for more info. Tryouts are from 12 noon until 3 p.m. I know the Big Ben Rothwell is going to be there. Our heavyweight champion is a special guest. Chris Lytle said he's going to be there. So if you're looking to get involved with BKFC, hit the tryouts. We found some of our most proficient, best, amazing fighters at the tryouts. A lot of them. The top guys are from the tryouts. So if you think you have what it takes, make sure you go to bkfc.com. You can find out more about this and show up. And even if you don't get picked, we said it last week, that doesn't mean you're not going to get picked in the future. Let them see you. And even if you never get picked, you're getting essentially I think it's free. So like a free seminar with Ben Rothwell, Chris Lytle. They're giving you hints to make you better. And a T-shirt, a prospect T-shirt. That's right. That's right. So make sure you tune in. And there's another trial.
September.
There's another one, right?
It's not
announced yet.
No,
we had the graphic already.
Works for that.
All right, just so you know, there's another tryout, and we'll keep you updated on that as well. Updated on that as well.
That'll probably be in August.
Is that what we're saying? August
Probably
now?
August.
All right, good. Well, we'll keep you updated on that, and just keep checking bkfc.com. Come On Now podcast. They're coming to the tryout. Let's see how they do there. I'd be interested to see that.
There you go.
And then let's see. I don't know if
September schedule.
Yeah, I know. Okay, that's a fun. Rick wants to tell us a funny story. I just stopped the show to read it. You want to hear Rick's funny story?
Yeah.
Funny story. When Lane was in the Ultimate Fighter show and got into that argument saying, "Let me bang! I just want to bang! I want to bang!" It was with my old neighbor that was on the show. That's Rick's funny story.
Oh.
Did that make you laugh?
Yeah.
It's more of a fact. Thank you, Rick. All right, so we're into September now, right?
Yes.
All right. September 12th. Oh, the BKFC debut. You saw he was signed of Yoel Romero. That's going to be in Hollywood, Florida, September 12th. Looking for another sellout there and more intense action like we had. Always is great there. September 27th, I saw him talking about this in the comments earlier. Headed back to the UK. We'll be in Manchester for BKFC. We're very excited about all these fights, and we'll have some more announcements coming up. But for now, I think is that all we have now, right? We know. Oh, October 11th. How am I forgetting about that? My brain is numb. Evan's ready. Evan's hitting the music. The king of I know it is. They make us turn the air off when we do the show too. The King of Violence returns October 11th. As Dave said, he has a big meeting in about half an hour to confirm who he's going to be fighting. And I know a couple of the people that have been talking about. I know the main one running. And Evan, would you agree? If you know, right?
Yeah.
This is something to get excited about.
Very exciting.
So October 11th, we'll keep you updated on that as well. October 25th, Rome, Italy. Look, we had all these new announcements and I forgot about them. I can't wait to get back to see my paisans, and we're happy to see you each and every week. Thank you for being tuned in. You're the reason we're here. We appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your week. And remember, take some time and get knocked up.